Very good morning, children. So in today's class, we are going to discuss the final topic of our chapter 18 symmetry, that is symmetry in 3D shapes. So we are going to discuss the concept of symmetry in 3D shapes. Okay. So before moving ahead, I want to tell you what exactly this 3D means. Okay. So here D means dimension. Okay. Here D means dimension. So 3D means it contains 3 dimensions. Okay. 3D means 3 dimensions. So in our mathematical language, the 3Ds are, one is length, okay, second one is breadth, sometimes we call it width also, and lastly height. Okay, so such figures we call 3-dimensional figures. So this we are going to learn how the property of symmetry is going to be applicable for 3-dimension figures. So I want to give you an example of 3-dimensional figures. So this one is a cylinder, okay, cylindrical shape, and this ball, even this one is also a 3-dimensional figure. Now I want to explain how the property of symmetry is going to work on 3-dimensional figures. So look, for instance, if we take this point as the center, that means these lines are going to serve as center. So if I take the cut along this, so can I say that this part and the lower one are in symmetry? No, because symmetry is something that must divide the given shape into two equal halves. But as you know, this half is of different type and this half is of different type. So we should not call this as symmetry. Now I will show you how the symmetry is going to exist for this kind of objects. So look, again I am taking the center over here, okay, like this, and I am going to cut this along that center. Okay, now look, so through this we can say that this upper part and the lower one are in symmetry because these are of equal length and shape. So now I want to continue the same concept. So again I am taking the center for this circle, cylindrical center for this cylinder, not circle. So for example, this is going to be the center. So along that axis, I want to cut this figure. Okay. Now if you observe, we can say this part and this part as symmetrical, or they are in symmetry because the axis divided the given cylinder into two equal halves like this. So through this what we are observing is when we go horizontally or vertically or diagonally along the center of axis, any 3-dimensional figure is going to carry symmetry. Okay, but it just depends on the type of shape we are going to take. Now I want to explain this. using one more example. So look, so I am taking a ball. For instance, if I cut this ball along this axis, so can we say that this upper part and lower part are going to be in symmetry? No, because they ought to be in the center, as we have discussed. As long as the axis is going to be exactly at the center, then only the figures are going to be symmetrical. See, so if I am going to draw the axis of symmetry like this, so then we can say that, observe this blue line, that is going to be the exact center for the upper part and the lower part. So through this we can say that when we go around the center of any figure, then we will get the line of symmetry. And we can go horizontally also like this. So if you cut the ball vertically like this, then also we can get the concept of symmetry for this kind of three-dimensional figures. So this is how we have to estimate the symmetry for three-dimensional figures. Hope you are clear. Once again, the last point. So when we go around the center of axis of any figure, then we can see the property of symmetry for the three-dimensional shapes. Okay. So hope you are clear with this. Now I am going to start the next exercise. With that, we will finish this chapter. So please follow the instructions carefully. So children, I am there at page number 162, exercise 18.4. This is the exercise which you can finish in textbook itself, and that too very simple and easy. Just you have to understand the question. For that they gave one example. Look, Rima cuts a cake into two halves. Two halves. Here halves is the important word, as shown. Okay, like this. Are these halves symmetrical? As they were divided into exact halves, so yes, they are symmetrical. Like that we have to answer the next two questions. A stress ball is cut into two portions as shown. So if you observe the line here, it is exactly dividing the given ball into two equal halves. So as it is divided into two equal halves, the answer is going to be yes. So put tick mark in the box yes. Hope you are clear. Now I'm moving to the third one and the last one. A cylindrical pipe is cut into two portions as shown. See, here if you observe, they cut it in this direction, but if you observe, they are not going to be equal at both the sides. Okay, because if they cut exactly at the center, we will get two equal halves. But if you observe, this one is a bit smaller than this one, so the answer is going to be no. Okay, so this ends up our chapter of symmetry. So from tomorrow we will do some revision for the chapters which we have discussed so far, and that ends up today's class. Hope you are quite clear. Have a great day.